Ready? Hey Dudley, hey, Sarah asked me to write you a poem on turning 100, so it's kind of a pan, I guess, uh, called Centennial. March 3rd, 20 below. Arctic air wraps the sunrise in a frozen shell. A rising sun pecks at the frost like a nascent hatchling. Long hours of daylight have spawned stirrings deep within the firmament, stirrings muffled by frost but inexorable, like trouble and taxes. In this morning's world, bombs continue to fall in elliptical descent, detonating at destinations imprecise. Terror tearing in tears. Today's Tehran, Tel Aviv, Kiev, and Kharkiv. Before Gaza City, Grozny, Guernica, Mariupol, Munich, Shanghai, Tokyo, Hiroshima, Hanoi, Nagasaki. Humans continue to expend treasure and technology to perfect the punishment of populations from the air. Attempts to make peoples and settlements disappear altogether. Dudley was raised up adolescent in a Britain beset by blitzkrieg, metallic inclement weather, storms of shrapnel and fire. He's now completing his 100th run around the sun, a journey begun concurrent with George Gershwin and Robert Johnson's greatest hits. After 100 laps, the sun still rises, tides slosh both high and low. The clock turns objectively the same, a meter recording the seepage of the fourth dimension over our 3D neon. The sun rose higher this morning, and humanity's lifeblood, water, is present in 3 separate states: ice, liquid, and vapor. The vapor curls up through the freezing air like the effluence from some magic elixir. Dudley is south now. I imagine him in a newsboy cap, binoculars on a tether, gingerly traversing Florida wilds in search of birds, perhaps hoping to see an alligator. Bombs continue to plummet like dead birds, even as babies are rocked on knees and dogs' tails wag. A huge flock of snow buntings alight as though of one bird mind. Earth turns seemingly faster and faster. Part 2, March 3rd, afternoon. The sun has cracked the eggshell frost. Space-time is a curved entity, as though we've been reared inside some giant cosmic egg. The stars fly away from us like startled birds. We melt like snowflakes, no two alike, all of us the same. I've heard it postulated that a being traveling at the speed of light never ages, that time's efficacy is rendered null at terminal velocity. This may in part explain Dudley's lasting a century. His mind explodes like quicksilver on slate with curiosity. He investigates everything, extracts the wonder, uses the wonder to fuel further investigation, ever accelerating. This, in turn, so it appears, slows the efficacy of time as a solvent. He ages in slow motion, evading the corrosion that eventually claims us all. The class of 1926 included such luminaries as Queen Elizabeth II, on whom I believe Dudley had a crush, Marilyn Monroe, on whom all of America had a crush, and Fidel Castro, whom many loved and many hated. Of everyone born in 1926, only a handful remain. Only a handful of living witnesses to the rise and fall of the Third Reich, the Soviet Union, the passing of Winston Churchill, Franklin Roosevelt, and Joseph Stalin, the disappearance of Glenn Miller, Amelia Earhart, and Jimmy Hoffa, the magic of Rudy Vallée, John Coltrane, Bob Marley, and the Beatles, the demise of Leonard Bernstein and Leonard Cohen, the confinement of Leonard Peltier. Witness to Soyuz, space shuttles, Apollo and Sputnik, Witness to the advent of color film, color movies, color TV, personal computers, cellular phones, laser beams, and nuclear bombs. Witness to the failure of Ford's better ideas to save us, the failure of the popes, Pius through Francis, to protect children from the church. Even Elvis couldn't stop the madness, ended up enlisting and subsequently on drugs. Dudley has seen it all, listened yearly to the Queen's address, kept a glint in his eye year round, like a porch light left on, a safety buoy, a landmark pointing to home. He never surrendered to the veil of evil, the shadow of time, or the opium of hopelessness. The afternoon sun is like an incubator, warms the eggshell earth. Snowbanks withdraw, exposing the edge where grass and pavement meet. With long strides, now taken with a tremor, he marches toward a new season, his 100th race, still curious, still, I hope, smiling. Happy birthday, Dudley.